No, I know I should comb my hair or something like that, but we are being honest here. So this is Easter weekend, Saturday. We just got home. It's 8 o'clock, and it's gonna be a long night because we need to do all the decoration. And actually, we don't know where the decorations are. Obviously, every year at the end of Easter, we cleaning up. We do the spring cleaning, and we put everything, every single decoration in boxes. There are two boxes, and the difference is this year, but we don't know where the boxes are, so we need to check out all the storage spaces. But now we just got home from the city. I am very, very tired, as you can see. So 5 minutes cigarette break and a little bit of chilling, and then we're gonna go and look for these boxes containing the Easter decoration. If you don't know what Easter is, what's the decoration for Easter are, well, these are basically eggs, not chocolate eggs. We bought that earlier, but these sort of ceramic eggs are made of plastic and stuff, and lots of things looking in the shape of rabbits and stuff. You will see it. I will show it to you. But now I wanna show you a book which I purchased today, which is this one. It's called The Butter from Asako Yuzuki. I hope I pronounce it right. So, why did I bought this book? And I will tell you this because that's the point of this video. When I go around the city, London, I see many people. I think it's more than average. Then I've been to many cities. I lived in 5 countries. I'm traveling a lot, and lots of people reading everywhere. But here, you can see more people reading, not on their phone, but actually print out books. But many people, the way how they read, like you don't really see them actually read, understanding, enjoying the text. They just kind of look at the paper, like you look at a picture in the newspaper. But the very first time in years on the bus, I saw a young lady, maybe 40, 45, brown hair, rich brown hair, combed back, and a shirt, like a brown shirt. Very, very nice lady with a slim face. I think she was from Italy, at least on her mobile phone. Later she talked Italian, but in London you find many people who speak many languages, so it could be anything really. And but let's say she was Italian, and she was reading this exact book, which a few hours later I found in the bookshop called Waterstones. And when I looked at it, I said, I'm going to buy it because it's been years. I've seen a reader really enjoying a book, and I want to see what kind of book is that. So the way how she was reading, like really got deep into it. You could see her eyes, going row to row as she was reading this text translated from Japanese into English. And we are obviously in London, and the lady talked Italian. I am from Hungary, so it was very international, scene. And the way how she reacted, every single word, you could see it on her face that she's imagining the story, she's following the storyline, and all the emotions and everything. It was fantastic to see this. She is really living the book. So it was fantastic. When I went to the shop, I said, I want exactly what she wants. Like that classic movie when Henry met Sally. Yeah, and when there is that scene in that New York restaurant. Actually, I've been to that New York restaurant, and on the wall, it's written like, this is where they made the movie when Harry met Sally. It's like, and at the back someone says, I want exactly what she had. And that scene was the actual scene from today, because as I was seeing this woman reading, enjoying the book on the bus, this Italian woman reading this book, I said, oh my god, I want to experience this as well. So I went to the Waterstone Center and bought this book. Yes. Okay, let's talk about this book. That's the difference. I think if you need to choose one thing why American and European novels are different than the Japanese ones, because when you read the Japanese novel, you feel like you wanna talk about it, you wanna discuss it, and when you read an American novel or a novel from Europe, you don't feel like that. You read it and you either like it or not, and basically that's it. At least how I feel. And let's talk about this butter. And it's very important. Many people who talk about books, they don't share this, that how actually they read it. And I'm gonna tell you how I'm reading it, how we are reading it. So basically, I'm here. I am Hungarian, obviously, and living in London, in the UK. And so I read it in English, and then I translate it for the others, for the girls, to Hungarian. And obviously, there's some sort of acting going into it, because, like, dramatic reading is a bit different. So yeah, this is how they read this book. So whenever the author of the Butter thriller gonna be reading the report, how many copies she sold, it's not the same as the number of people who actually read the book. I think she should multiply that number by 5, easily 5, because I am reading up the book as well to many people, and I'm translating in the meantime. And this book, I absolutely love it. From the very beginning, I loved it. The very first chapter, obviously I love when it's a detective with rugged and maybe alcoholic that has depression and existential crisis and all that stuff. And here we have a journalist who is investigating as well and visiting an old friend she shared a room with in a university. They were roommates before, and now they are both older, they have their life, one giving up on work and the other one is working even harder to make it in media. And in her newsroom, she's the only female, so that is saying something. So she is Rika visiting Reiko, the housewife, and looking for butter because there's a shortage of butter. And actually, when I was reading this, I really felt something, because we just through the pandemic, and although we had butter here in London, we did not have cooking oil. So I remember going around in the shops looking for cooking oil, exactly how Rika, the journalist in the book, is looking for butter. And she didn't find butter. She found margarine, and it's written on it, made of 50% butter. This margarine, and I love it that the author says that otherwise Rika, the journalist, don't have the skill, the taste to differentiate if in her private life what butter and margarine is. I absolutely love that part. So here there is a tale mentioned that a little girl going around looking for butter, and she turned into a butter. And I needed to explain this to my, oh my god, to my audience, because I'm reading up to my girls in Hungarian because I need to translate it. So basically, this butter book was translated from Japanese to English, and I translated to Hungarian. It's like, hopefully we get it right. So this girl, this tale that is mentioned in the book, this little girl going around, round, looking for butter, and she is turning to butter, actually is sort of a phenomenon, and we see that a lot of times. In the USA, there is a serial killer, Gacy, the killer, yes, clown, yeah, killer clown, and she is in the prison waiting for execution, and a journalist is writing a letter. That was a book and a movie about this, and they don't talk, they just exchange letters, and it's the same thing. In the book Butter, I'm talking about this Japanese thriller, the journalist is get in touch with a serial killer who is in prison, and it changes their conversation, changes the journalist. And I've read this thing many times before with for example with Gacy. It was the same thing, and there was a movie about this. A journalist writing letters, they exchange letters with the American serial killer Gacy, and he dies. The journalist dies in the end, because these people know how to manipulate people.